and welcome to today's vlog episode where I'm talking about side hustle mistakes that I made when I first started. So today I wanted to really just talk to you about probably the biggest mistake that I made when I first started was around scheduling and figuring out how to sort of balance my side hustle with everything else that was going on. And probably the mistake that I made the most was trying to cram everything into the hours that I'd set aside for my side hustle. So if I'm really honest, I probably didn't really set aside any specific hours. I just would come home from work and be like, okay, I've got client work to do. I'm just gonna go straight for it and just do as much as I can. The problem there was that I only really had 2 hours of time to be able to do my side hustle tasks, and that just isn't enough time for the stuff that I had scheduled in to do. So what I probably did too much of was trying to fit everything into that 2-hour period without really having a clear understanding of how long something was going to take me. So if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend that you take a step back and just sort of measure how long a task is going to take you. So set the timer and figure out how long it's going to take you, and then obviously it's not going to be the same every single time, and then you can effectively schedule your time in, and then also understanding that you need to give yourself a buffer so that you're not trying to cram everything in, maybe trying to rush through something because you know you've got the next task coming up. If you give yourself sort of a 15-minute buffer either side, it just gives you a bit more time to ease everything in and fit everything in and figure that sort of stuff out. So when it comes to managing your side hustle with your job, just sit down and work out the number of hours that you've got that you can set aside and do your side hustle in. Then work out how long tasks are going to take you, and then you can effectively schedule stuff in throughout the week, or cram it all in on the weekend, however you're going to work it. And then you're not going to be dropping the ball and not feeling stressed when you're being asked to go out and do something, spending time with others, when in the back of your mind you're going, oh, I've got this deadline, how am I going to finish it, or trying to cram it in while you're at work, which is something that happened to me a couple of times when I first started. So key takeaways are: make sure that you sit down, work out how long a task is going to take you, and then always ensure you've got a buffer, and then make sure you schedule that stuff in and you're realistic. And then just work it out as you go. As your side hustle develops, you'll figure out that you can fit a couple of things in during your lunch hour, and depending on how your job is situated and how you work, you may even be able to sneak in a couple of things, although I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you're 100% certain that you're going to be able to do that without there being any repercussions. So definitely figure out how long something's going to take, and then just schedule it in and just keep it simple. Buffer stuff in, and if you need to make the time up, figure out how you're going to do that. Weekends are probably the easiest. First thing in the morning always works for me. If you have a question, comments below, or follow me on the blog at www.hustleandgroove.com, and I'll talk to you soon.